Okay. I do believe we are live. So if you're on YouTube watching the recording, you might want to scoot ahead a couple minutes till we get started. And we'll see who's coming in on chat. I think I'll finish this up. I think it needs a little something down here, like a little black scripting down here. And somebody said something maybe like a red chop, so I might do a red chop. I think red's a good idea. Something. We'll see. Hey, Joan. Can you hear me okay? Hey, Monique. Oh, great. Okay. All right, here's the cards. I'm going to leave these out and let them dry from the other night. I really like them. I'm not a huge green fan, but this is a shade of green that I like. Anyway, I'm going to put these away. Keep these little bits for whatever. But the tapes and everything seem to be holding so far. I like them. Thanks, Joan. You never know when you start on this, when you're trying to just really overdo it, how they're going to come out. But usually it works out pretty good. Put those up in the box. Oh, got an order to ship out later before I go upstairs. So I got some, hey Z, I got another surprise package from Jude in New Zealand. Oh my goodness, as Oakley would say. So all of these goodies were stuffed in this envelope that she made that is actually canvas. It's painted canvas. So how cool is that? And this is tape that she made out of it. So cool. So I'll show you guys what she sent me. I'm just seeing it for the first time too. I took it out of that earlier, but I haven't opened it. This ribbon's really pretty. And my color. Let's see, does this come off or does this stay on? Yeah. There we go. Oh, look, Sandra, I just noticed it. Look at the mermaid tail. Hey, Eileen. Hey, Jim. Good to see you again. This is from my friend Jude in New Zealand. She sends the best happy mail. So this was wrapped up in this. Hey, Christy. This is actually canvas that was painted, and she made it into a big like folder for all these goodies to fit in. That's so cool. Look at that thing. Looks like a jelly print, which I'd love to know what stencil she used if that's a jelly print. Huh. So let's see. Are these? Oh, this is like a big envelope too. I know, right? Lucky me. I like this sticker she put on there. I have some other tissue upstairs I'm going to coffee stain. Oh my goodness. She sends the best stuff. I'll put this in the coffee stain pile. Hey, Dot. Christy, did I say hi to you? Hello. So I don't know. Can you guys see the design inside of this? It's on the back of this one. Look at that. I don't know. Is that a stencil? It's got to be a stencil. I like it. Oh, look. Both sides is a mermaid. Love. All right. What's in here? I know, right? Oh. Oh, this is washi tape, and I see the edge of my pictograph stencils in there. That looks vaguely familiar. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks very, very old, and I don't know what kind of script that is. Is it like an Arabic kind of thing? I have no idea. Look at that. Look how brown the edges are. I have to make some copies of that. Oh my goodness. Is this handwritten? 1907 is the date on it. Oh my goodness. April 23rd. I guess that's April. Look at this writing. How yummy is that on the whole thing? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's 26, 27, 28. Wow. Oh, Hebrew, I bet it is. That now that you said that, that kind of reminds me. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Or what language that is, but it's all handwritten on a list format. It goes and goes. She's got some neat stuff. I'm going to read that. Yes. I'm going to do that at midnight. I'm going to come back on and read that, Eileen. Now, is this just made to look this old? Look at the like wormholes and stuff through there. All through it. And I'll do it like this so you can see it. Hold on. Hey, CB. Start all over. Oh. See all the black, all the little, where it's gnarled up and ragged. And if they're fake, they look pretty cool. And I don't have a clue what language that is. She's got the neatest stuff. Gayla. Apocalypse Sparkle. It's my favorite kind. This is awesome. Just brought the black paper out so you could see through it. And that's just to keep it all safe. Wow. I'm going to put that back in the plastic to continue to keep that safe until I can make some copies of that. Gosh. I don't know if she orders this stuff or if it's available in her travels or in New Zealand to have this variety of stuff that she gets. Oops. Found a little hole. Hey, Peg. Trying to wrestle some Happy Mail back in its safe cover. I'm trying to put a jumpsuit on a toddler who does not want the jumpsuit on. So here's the folder it came in with mermaids on the front and back. Hang on, let me zoom out now. I see where I'm all wonkified here. There we go. That's really cool. Oh, that's interesting, Monique. Cool. And here's that. Look at that shape, how cool that is. That's got to be a stencil. And there it is again. Is that a folder? Oh, no, that's just one piece of paper. That's one heavy piece. That's got to be a manila folder, I think. I mean, that's heavy. Hey, Jan. Cute. Now she's got all these bits in there. These jelly prints. Oh, it's a card. Papers enclosed in Japanese Hanko stamps. Oh. Oh. That was nice. Oh, Xandra, look at this. Got a little Buddha on there, but look at the mermaid tail on this little book or folio or... Oh my goodness. This is cool washi tape too. And remember last time I asked her about this gold. Hey, Eminem. Hubby's bellowing. Hey, Kathy. Remember we thought it was some kind of this stuff that I bought and never used because it wasn't this. I saw her stuff and they said, it's speedboats. It's screen printing ink. No, it's not. It's Golden's fluid acrylic and gold fine. I found out. Oh, look, it's all mermaids. Oh, stop it. Look, mermaids and pictographs. Is it going to get any better? Look down here, the little shadows of pictographs. How cute is that? She made these like washi tape here, this gold papers. No shopping in 2 days. Who are you and what have you done with Jan? Oh no, you were talking about me today? That's okay. Oh, this is one of these fold out kind of cool things. Oh, look how this paper, look how tiny that font is there. That's beautiful. Sandra, she'll drive down here and grab it from me when she comes to get her cabinets. There's that font again. Isn't that pretty? I think it's on a tissue. Oh, there's a little mini book in here. Cute. Oh, and here's the center. She meant for me to give it to you. She may have, Xandra. Oh, look at that one. That little calendar. And that's just another little book. How cute is that? With the little Buddha on there. Now, will I ever be able to get it tied back on there, right? I think I already know the answer. Probably not. Gayla, this is from my friend Jude in New Zealand, who sent me some of the other really cool papers. Well, not really there, but it's sort of there. Cool. And here's another one. She knows my colors. It's got a little charm on it. Oh, it's got the Om sign on it. Om. Cute. Who came on? Jean. My neighbor Jean. Oh, this is an envelope. Oh, this has got the oh my. That's very sturdy envelope. She must have made this out of, that's heavier than any of our file folders. I don't know what that is. All right. Ooh. Oh my goodness. These must be the Henko stamps. How cute that is. I'll put that in my little scrap box. I've never seen these. Oh my goodness. You guys see that? Of course, I have no idea what these mean or even which way they go. There's a little indentation there, but not, no, there's it's here too. So does that go in the front or does that go in the back? I don't know. Turn that lamp on, maybe that'll help. How cool are these? Oh my goodness. Those are so cool. And actually, I think that answers the question of how I'm going to finish off that previous night's page. Jude, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. So for you guys that weren't on it first, they came wrapped. This is a piece of canvas that's painted and made into like a folio. She had all the stuff stuffed in there, which I'm going to stuff it back to put it in a safe place. I'm going to put this in there and keep these stamps out. I'm going to put this in here. I'll take the health stamp and the lucky stamp for now. Cool. Jude, thank you so much. I love every little bit of it. I'm trying to remember where the heck my mouse pad would be, because I wanted to stamp on that watercolor paper. I don't have a mouse pad department. And it's not where I usually would have. Is it? No. Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, for Pete's sake. There it is. All right. So here's where we were the other night. I really like it. It's my colors. It's kind of neutral. But this thing that we did here that was April's idea. Hey, Mary Ellen. No, it's not near my mouse. I don't have a mouse down here. I really like this. This, for those of you who weren't here or haven't seen the replay, this was scripting that I had done at some point that was part of this sheet that I did that I tore up. So it was bigger brush stuff like this. And I had one of these Letter It pens that has the embossing medium in the pen. And this, no, it's not this one. But I have one that's a brush tip. So April said, why don't you, I was embossing something. She said, why don't you use that to, you know, write over top of these letters and then emboss it with some of the black sticking out of it. I love it. That's Seth's baked texture in patina oxide. See how it's got the turquoise and the copper in there? Focus. So it really matched that page. And this jelly print has his sprays in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I have somewhere oh Lord, it's going to be underneath of all this miscellaneous stuff. So stand by. There could be some. Gayla, get your bad word tablet out. I have, oh my, I have to see. Where is that one? Oh, there it is. There you are. These actually came with my chops. Here's my little chops I had made. You guys have probably seen that before. It's got my PTP down the bottom. Those symbols are supposed to have something to do with art and the ocean. And what else did I tell him? I don't remember. But anyway, this embossing powder was Seth's baked texture and patina oxide is what I did on that scripting. See how it's got the copper bits and brassy bits mixed in with the turquoise. One of my faves. So I think I'm going to do a cluster of little stamps. Now this came with an earlier chop I had ordered some time ago. And it's like a, I don't know, it's kind of snotty, like a, yeah, it's like a paste. Red boogers. That's not a good sign. And it's really sticky. I don't think I'm going to use that. Has anybody ever seen this before? It's authentic. It came from Japan with the first this chop. Well, pardon the big head. Oh no, that came. Oh, you know what? They sent this, and this is what came with it. Is this one here? Oh, that's real pink. Can you see that? You can't see that, but that's almost like magenta. You can see it on the sides. That's very pinky red. But that came with that, and this is my PTP in whatever. You can kind of see the two P's on either side, and that's a T in the middle, apparently. Goes like this. You know what? Maybe I'll just make a cluster of all these down here. And I think I'm going to use this. Let me put this in here. Give me a little pushing power. What does it do? This is supposed to be like ink for the chops, see, if that's what you're talking about. Notepad. Oh no, that you haven't seen it. Yeah, I never saw it before either. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's sticky. Sticky, sticky. This is more like ink. This one came with this one. See, it's got the little stone on the front so you know which way is forward. Um, Sachihara. I don't know if you'll be able to see that clear enough to make it out. Oh, there we go. And I think I got this one through a site that Nan Ray, if you know Nan Ray on Instagram, I think that one came from her. Oh, wait. Maybe this first one did, actually. I think this first one came from her. I have no idea who this one came from at this point. Lost information. Oh. Hey, Tony. So let's see what this will look like. Can't tell how wet that is, and I certainly don't have a re-inker. Let's just plop one down here. These might come out on this watercolor paper kind of sketchy. Oh, that's not bad. A little crooked, but, you know, what are you going to do? We are talking about me doing it. So I'm just going to make a little cluster of these. Is Amalia here? This was her idea to put a red chop down here. Who knew I'd have all these? So what would you guess? See this little notch? That's, you probably can't see it with black on black. Right here, there's a little, like about an inch, not quite an inch of a notch. There you go. You can see where it is. It's kind of carved out. I don't know if that should go on the front or in the back. You hold it like that. Does it go like that? Does anybody know? And do we know? I can zoom in, sure. So the notch goes toward me. Okay, we'll go with that. It's as good a guess as any, Mary Ellen. Thank you. I knew somebody out there would know. Cute. Toward me. Oh, that came out pretty clear, actually. See, these fine ones like this on the watercolor paper with the thickness and texture, it's really hard to get a good impression of a chop. The mouse pad helps. That one came out good. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to take one. I'm going to take this stuff just for gigs. Ugh, Lordy. That's really sticky. I don't think that would ever dry right. Hey, Janice. I never know. The likelihood is yes, I am. But we just got to roll with it. Everybody, I think, expects it at this point. Actually, that gave a pretty good impression. I'm going to let that sit there for a minute and see if it dries sticky. Hey, April. Okay. Put this back. I gotta do something with rearranging this area. I can't get to this drawer. It's got my cool inks and stuff. I'm gonna keep these handy somewhere. I think I'll put them in this little boon holder here. And then, of course, I put that away, and I didn't put the chop in the box. Chop in the box. Is that like Jack in the Box? Okay. Take my little trusty mouse pad out of there. And I still think, I don't know, I think I need something black over here. But I think I might just script on the page. Oh, ballsy move, I know. Is that what I'm going to do? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this new ink that I got. It's the one that Robin uses that she gets from Daiso. We used this when we were out in Arizona in her retreat, and it's more, for some of my Sumi inks, different brands, they're more like water. This is more like milk. Maybe not, maybe 2%. Maybe not whole milk. It's not that much thicker, but it is thicker. So I think I should maybe hang on. That's a piece of rice paper. Might need to get a little warmed up before I commit. Hey, Elaine. I'm going to use, is it this one I'm going to use? I'm going to use a thicker brush. Because I want it to be bold. Like where no man has gone before. Hey, Debbie. That's way too much ink. I should have put it on my stone, and it would stay in there for quite a while. But let's see. I'm going to move this out of harm's way for the moment. Let that red dry up. Let me see how this. Oh, okay. I'm doing a little tagging of my brush handle. This is the green onion bamboo and the Siberian elk bristles that I got from Tracy Lebenzon when he came to the craft show in Baltimore, right when we got back from Arizona. Okay. Oh, that's true, Jan. I could use it to emboss. Oh, emboss in the chop. That would be kind of cool. Actually, you know what? I could stamp in that and then emboss it and just let it dry like that. Oh, listen to you. I could do it with clear over the red. Wow. You people are so much smarter than me. All right. And he said when you use these brushes, sometimes when they've been dry, you want to get them really wet because there's a lot of air gets stuck in between the hairs, the natural hairs. All right. I just need a few little symbols. Now what? Oh. Nothing urgent. Patty, what's the brush guy's name? It's Tracy Lebenzon. L-E-B. I think it's E-N-Z-O-N. Tracy Lebenzon. Lebenzon brushes. I think it's Art Lebenzon artist brushes. You can Google it. His site will come up. I don't know if they still had the show, but he was supposed to be in Atlanta last weekend, March 13th or something like that. Okay, so let's see. This rice paper really sucks up the ink. It was still loaded. I just wanted to grab a little bit more before I took off. It was canceled. I figured it would be. That's a shame. I mean, I understand it, and I'm sure it had to happen, but I know, that's how these guys make their living, along with everybody else who's suffering now, of course, but stop. Okay. I never know what I'm doing. I just kind of make little squirrely gigs and kind of hope for the best. Oopsie, that's a boo-boo. All right. Let's just do it. And I want it to come off the edge of the white. Maybe up in here and just a few down to there. That's what I'm thinking. This paper sucks up the ink differently. And I'm just going to stop there. It's really odd how that's taken different in the watercolor paper and this paper. I don't know. I think I need another little something down there. Looks like a goose running. All right, we'll set that over there and let that dry. And assume that'll be good enough. So, I'm going to decode my brain. Good luck with that. Hey, Susan. I'm just burning the ink out of here now. Holds a lot of ink. Oh, look, a big circle. All right, let me get that out of there. Hang on, not looking at the chat. Clean that up. All right. So there. Now what are we doing? Putting this out of the way is what we're doing right there. I was thinking about playing on the jelly plate a little bit more with Seth's sprays and see what we can come up with. How's that for a splendid idea? Oh, look at all this on there. Oh, you know what? These Isaac gels are supposed to pull up all this stuff pretty good. So let's try this one. What the hell? Do it. Listen to Eileen. Hey, Linda. This is one of Seth's Isaac Ice glaze finishes. Where's my... There we go. Here's rice paper. So this is a real gel, and when you spread it out, it gets almost transparent with just a tinge of the color in there. See how thin that is? The color compared to what it looks like in the container. Interesting. Take a piece of rice paper and see if any of this wants to come up right away. Or are we going to have to work at it? And you know what I've realized? I have somehow stopped putting leaf on my plate. That stops tonight. Hey, Willina. Good to see you. Let me grab some now. While it's in my little head. I have a little pack of them, and I try to let this get really a spray to finish any of your collage pieces. You mean a sealer, Joni? I knew somebody that was a Joni and she used to go by Johnny, so I'm not sure which. Oh, not good. Oh, hell no. Look, the whole piece of paper peeled off and stuck. We're off to a snorting start here, peeps. Son of a bitch. Okay. So I'm thinking I just turn this over and keep going rather than everybody have to watch me peel this off. Now, was that the glaze or because the plate was kind of dry? I don't know, because Rachel uses the glazes on her plate. Oh, you little rascal. Actually, I think I'll take this over and throw this one in the sink, because that's going to be a big old mess, and I don't want it to sit there. And look how pretty it would have been. Not so much. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back. I'm on Jelly Plate Rescue Mission. Luckily, I have another. I didn't see that break coming. I rarely get a break, as you may know. But look, most of it's still on there. The gold, bronze. Isn't that funny? Okay, well, here we are. Oh no, no buffering. I'm wondering when we're going to feel the impact. Oh, April, I don't know what you're talking about now. Oh yeah, Gail, I do. Oh, happens. It happens. What are you going to do? I'm just going to grab this. That's as good as any. I'm only going to put little teeny tiny pieces of this scattered about. I don't even really need any with as shiny as this is, but that's okay. When did I ever listen to my own instincts? This is gold leaf. It sticks really well to the plate and usually picks up on your gel prints kind of sporadically. Or sometimes it all comes up at once. Who knows what's going to happen tonight? So this time, I'm going to try picking it up with let's just use one of these. This oh, I wonder what black gold would look like. Or do I want something to shine through the bits? I think I'll do this. This is Dragon Flash, which is a one of the color shift full cart paints. Kind of got a blue-green shift to it. I wonder if it's just the type of watercolor, not watercolor, rice paper that I had out here at the ready to use, which I couldn't tell you what brand it is. We'll see if it happens again. We're going to switch up. Yeah, that's what I think, Monique. The networks. We're going to take a hit with everybody. You get Gail out of the bar and the network just, and they are, oh shit, it's pulling off again. I bet it's this paper. Closed all the malls and are allowing delivery of beer and alcoholic beverages. Son of a bitch. Got to be this paper. And look how cool that would have been. I will keep that little piece. And maybe this edge. That actually would look cool down the side of a page. Darn it. Oh, look at that. See how spectacular that would have been in my head? That's what it looked like. Let's see. Can I get more little strips off? Look how pretty they are. Darn it. I'll put that in my little bit box, which is not a bit bucket. That's different. These are little tiny shimmery bits I can use somewhere, I'm sure. Not looking at chat while I repair another boo-boo. So I think I'm going to switch papers next time. All right, let's just see if I can. Oh, this is kind of wet. God knows we can't waste any Purell on my jelly plate anymore. Nope, it's got to take it to the sink. If you're watching the recording, you might want to move ahead. Spray it with water. Maybe I'll try that, Gail, and see if I don't have to submerge it, but get it real wet. That rice paper pretty much just disintegrates when it got wet. So this may work. Yeah, see how it just rolls off of there? You rascal. This really puts a hurt into the crusty bits. Hey, Libby. Welcome to my disaster. All right, let me get all these paper boogers off of here. Right. Let's go to Delhi. Not India, Delhi paper. All right, let me get this thing. And there's some little bits I can keep. What did I want? Oh, Delhi paper. I wish I knew what rice paper that was. Actually, it was loose, so I'm wondering if it's something that somebody gave us in Arizona. I don't know. All right. And my plate looks a little foggier than usual. One more time. I'm going to put a little bit more foil down. Gayla was brilliant to remind me to use my spray bottle. April, your room looks really good. She's revamping her studio since she moved, and it looked nice. Oops. Okay. We're gonna go again. I'm gonna use the same paint, and we'll see if it happens. Third time's a charm. We will see. I'm not feeling all that charming right at the moment. I'll pull these out so I remember to use these in some capacity. Actually, now that this bronze isn't covering the whole plate, I will use some of those now. I really like this one. I call it my amoeba. See how much paint that lifted off there? All right, on Delhi this time. Oh, did you get some, Jan? I bet you got some good ones. I do like this Dragon Flash, I gotta tell you. That's kind of cool for a background. See my little amoebas in there. Some of the foil, some of the bronze that was left on the plate. Interesting. Okay, let's try. How did I do? Hang on, I gotta think a minute. That's going to take some time, so give me a minute to ramp up. I'm going to take a couple pieces of resume paper because that's what I used before. This is 100% cotton resume paper. Southworth, right? So I'm going to take a few sheets of that because that's what this was. Remember we did this? No, this. The other day. That was where I used the resume paper. Yeah, this. After I used sprays from Seth, and it's so absorbent it picked up a lot of the blue spray, but the silver, I mean the gold and the copper, the mica, like gravity made it settle. Hey Judy. So when I picked it up, what was left is all that shiny bronze and gold, or copper and gold. Let me put a little bit more foil down, because why wouldn't you? Try to just do little teeny bits. These carrier sheets this foil comes on are so much nicer than trying to handle it loosely. That's a disaster waiting to happen right there, as we know. I might sound funny a minute. I'm going to put a little mint in my mouth. So I'll be talking with a mouthful of mint. So I sprayed these two. I'm going to use the blue and the green this time. But these are the iZinc dye spray of Seth Apter's. This one's the copper. You see where the mica separated? See all that on the bottom? And here? It's full all the way up to here, but the mica's all on the bottom. This is gold. Seth says to shake them like this, roll them between your hands. It's, yeah, right, Eileen? Stir them up like that so you don't cause any problem with the stopping up the sprayer. Of course, the green and the blue. They're flat colors, so I don't have to worry about those. So I put a little bit of this on. I'm going to put a little bit of this on. I'm going to put a couple spritz of the green and the blue and let those mix up a little bit. And this is way too much. And you see it's beating up, right? Which you would expect it to do. So now I'm just going to smear it around with the brayer. And a blendy. And it's going to keep beating up. Ooh, that looks pretty in the roll off. And now I'm just going to use a piece of the resume paper. I'm stalling a minute because I'm see how the over here you can see how the mica is pooling and starting to separate, and it's heavier than the watery substance or whatever binders are in the water for the inks, right? So hopefully that's going to leave a lot of that metal, not metal flake, but the mica. I'm not pushing hard because I don't want to pick it all up. I want to get the wet off of there. Oh, look, I still see my little circles in there of that stamp. And that picked up more than I wanted it to, as it usually does. This could very well be one of the nights nothing goes right. So strap in. I make no promises. And see, I still got some puddles out here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back. Pick up a little more of those puddles. I can still see a lot of that settled, though. See the little shimmer of all that mica across there that fell out of the sprays and stuck to the jelly plate. So now Let's do something different. Let's use Black Flash. Before I used the dragon, which I adore, but let's go crazy and do something different if we're going to play. Patti Tolley. Oh, the stamp place. Yeah, last time I streamed, I think you guys were asking me where I got them. Okay, this is Black Flash. It's a little thin coat. Now, you know what? I tried this on rice paper. I'm going to try it one more time if this fails. Oh, what a ballsy move after you know it's failed twice. But that's what that's on. If this falls off again, get it out the notepad, Gayla. I might come up with some new ones. Oh. Oh, shoot. I meant to put my stamp images in there. That was simple. Oh, you know what? Okay, not a good idea because that has the gold brassiness in it and it was gold in the background. So it's there, but it doesn't stand out. Learn the lesson and move on. Sweet Lord, it's like I forgot everything. Hang on. I think I need to get a little black on my plate. This is one of the Badass stencils. I'm going to use that. From iStencils, the brand is called Badass. Kind of reminds you of me. I know. Could be that the dried paint layer before caused. Yeah, that was on there pretty good. So Sherry's still working on the stencil sale. He's going to try to do something a little extra special. And stay tuned. All right, here we go. Just mixing them all around. I don't know what you can see in person, but on the screen, but in person that looks pretty cool. This will be a pretty tape here if I keep going like that. Okay, all beating up again. Back to another piece of Razumi. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit another minute. But I want to put this in it. Don't forget to do that. And then I'm not going to pick it up with the Black Flash. Lesson learned. I think I'll just go back to Dragonfly or one of these other million bottles. And Aqua Flash. No, I want it to be I'm going to go with Dragon. All right. Let's go lightly with the resume. Hey, Amalia. Trying to give it a little light zhuzh. It's just as long as it doesn't have a gold color mica. That's what hosed me up, Gayla. You see all that's kind of gold that's left there? It's got a little tint of the green and blue on there still, but let me a little bit of that puddling. Okay, so now I'm going to go back with Dragon. Oh, and I didn't put black on it. Telling you. And that's what I wanted to do. Son of a... All right, let's just take this one up first. You guys are not letting... You're not helping me. I need guidance. Oh, my goodness. Some days, the bear eats you. Come here. Okay. Coming back for more. You see the designs through that. It picked up a lot of paint now. Once they get a little sticky, they pull more paint off. So next I'm going to do black. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try a patina pull with this badass stencil. Okay, that one's not too bad. See where the little droplets of that spray laid on the plate kind of stuck to it after I lifted off the color of the liquid that was on there. But that would have looked even more interesting with some little black bits through it like this one has. See the little shadows through there of the black? That's what's in my little head. Hey, Devin. I don't hate it. Okay, so now, let me think this out because, as we know, it takes a village. Oh, that's a huge piece of paper right there. Lord. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Okay. It's going to be a long night. It's not going to be that long because I'm not going to be on that long. Putting a little more paint on there for this type of print. Because I need it to stay wet for the second bit of this. And I'm not going to put this black over top of that because that's looking pretty cool. So now I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to use some deli, and I'm just going to try to clean the black paint out of the holes of the stencil. Might take a couple pulls to get that done because it is wetter than usual. But if I don't do it wetter than usual, there won't be enough wet black paint to get the plate to do what I want it to do for the next step. All right, so pull that one. And there's still a good bit of paint on there. I'm going to pull another one. Jamie, hello. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look how it's got the metal in it, the foil in it. That can you see any of it? See the little sparkles in there? That's kind of cool. This one just has black paint in it. Put that out of the way. And now I'm going to put this here. I'm going to pull this up. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Hello, lover. It's just such a cool design. Get that back of that cleaned off somewhat. And now I'm going to go with my old standard here. What colors do I use to do that? The green? Am I out here? Oh. Green and the orange. Oh, they're right here in front of me. Good Lord. Sit right over here. Get that out of the way. So these are the Pebeo Studio acrylics, the Dyna colors. It's got to say Dyna on it. And those are the ones that are, this one's orange yellow. The paint's orange. The mica in it is yellow. This one's green yellow. So it's kind of two-tone-ish. So I know these colors make mud. That's what I want it to do. Because shiny baby poop is pretty. It's pretty. And then I'm going to mix these together as I brayer them out. Fingers crossed this works this time. The last one, not so much. So I'm trying not to push too hard because I don't want to bring up the black pattern so much. Now I got way too much on there. That looks so pretty. Do I put this over there? Yes, you do. Ooh. So now you got to pull that off. Just the weight of the brayer. Pulling off more of that excess. It probably was too much of the Pebeo paints, but I'm not surprised. So you want to do that until you see the pattern underneath. And see, most of that looks kind of bronzy. Like this is starting to look brown. That's how most of this looks. All right, I'm going to do this on Deli. Okay, I'm going to give this a pretty good zhuzh. Hey, Libby. Yeah, baby poop's not the prettiest, but if it's shiny, it's pretty good. Okay, I'm giving this a pretty good schmutzing on here because I want it to try to suck all this off of there. But it will leave a little bit because see how these wrinkles in here? That's not going to pick it all up there. All right, let me have a little peeky. Most of it's coming up. I think it'll be okay. All right. Big reveal. Gayla, can I get a drum roll? I don't know what it's going to look like, but it's coming up. That's pretty cool. So you see the shiny PBO paints through the holes of the stencil, and then you get that black behind it. And it's still pulling up some of the bronze paint that was left on the plate and some of the little bits of the foil. That's not too bad. All right. So now, it's still wet in there. Let me try to. Oh, that's just making more of a mess of it wrinkling. That's okay. Okay, so now, hey Dar. It's got little bits of black through here. So now we're going back to what we were doing before. So, all right. A little bit of gold. A little bit of copper. Let's throw a little bit of this in with this one. Oh, I guess this is the antique pearl. It makes any color frosty. So that's where I'm going to try to squirt the blue and the green. Okay, now I got metallic spritz all over everything. And my laptop's not suffering too bad. Okay. I'm going to spread them around. These look really cool when they start getting rolled out and rolled all together. And back to a piece of resume paper I'm gonna let it sit a second and have a little bit of that mica settle. Can you do that again? I went to get a soda, Mr. Sweet Lord. See you, Peg. All right. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. Where's that one I really like? I'm gonna see what I did with the stamps. Oh yeah, it was just the yellow. It was just the circles. I mean the amoebas. I don't know what the hell I'm calling it, an amoeba. What does an amoeba even look like? Gayla would know. See how that's soaking through there? That's what I wanted to do before. So I'm going to have a lot of these. I can figure out what to do with these. Okay. Be good for St. Patrick's Day. Maybe next year. Okay, so now one a minute, please. Let's I wonder what this blue violet flash would look like on there. This is how you find out. Just looks pretty in the drawer, so we'll have a go, see what happens. You know what, just for giggles, let's throw in a little bit of this. Dragon and mix them. See what happens. You could jelly print over the top of those pulls. Yes, I could, Joan. You are 100% correct, though. Oh, you know what? This had... Oh, crap. The violet has gold in it. Hey, dumbass. Oh, when will you learn? See if that'll show in the black. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that, making those impressions in there. It must still be wet. That's all right. I like impressions. Okay. Oh, crappo. Let's see. I don't have any of this pulled out. So this is the paper I'm pulling out now. We'll see how that acts. That's the Daiso white calligraphy. I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. Got all discombobulated. Alrighty. That's not putting it all up either. They call it monoprinting for a reason, because you can usually do stuff one time. All right, here we go. That's not bad. You can see a little bit of that violet in there. Oh, but look, here a little bit of the paint of the paper pulled off. We're going to call that texture because it looks pretty cool. It's not bad. Okay, enough of that style. I think I'm going to take this piece out of here because I think some of this might make some pretty good tape at a later date. See what's on there? Shiny. When am I going to put this? Okay. All right. So now, I thought I had some tissue cut up. I don't. But you know what I'm going to try? Scan this other Dixie wrap tissue. That's kind of, I mean, what do you call it? Deli. That's more tissue-like. I don't think this really did great on the jelly plate. But since I'm really used to trying to rip it all back up off of there, maybe we'll try it. Let me put down a little skim of paint out of here. There we go. A little champagne gold. Just a little teeny tiny bit for a little layer of glaze that I'm going to want to dry. It's strong. The Dixie wrap is, Gayla? We're about to find out. Should I use the shinier side or the fuzzier side? Patty, Judy would like your not so great and ugly prints. Good Lord. That's a big box. I like, as this one's drying, I like that one more and more because see when it turns a certain way, see all that bluey the blue violet in there? Color shift. All right, hang on. Let me hang on. Heat gun, it's not hot. Putting it on cool. Just want to move some air to dry this. See, I can put my hand in it. Watch it go up in flames. What happened to it's not bad? What happened to it's not bad? I'm not following you on that one, Judy. Unless you're talking about this one, but I didn't like it first. Now that it's dried, I can see more of that shift in there. Of course, now my heat gun's blowing it around. Good enough. Okay, I'm going to take this bigger cheap brush here because it's going to get acrylic on it and I don't want to mess up one of my good brushes. So I'm going to take this leftover ink. All right, let's do something big. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's kind of a mishmash of nothing. Now we're going to hit that with the same cool air. Oh, you know what? I should have tried some of that silver black ink doing this. All right, I'm going to sop a little of that up with, actually I'm going to use a piece of this on the fuzzier side to get a little bit of those puddles up out of there. Still got to let it dry. Hang on. That really got muted on there. All right. We do, Jan. I know, right? All right. Let's hang on. I'm thinking. I'm waiting to see what I want to cover, what paint I want to cover this up with. It's all dry now, so I got to pull it with something wet. But I'm deciding what color I want to do it with and how I want to do it. I might what the hell? Let's see what happens with this. This is the Treasure Gold and Aquamarine. Let's see. This could be cool or a mistake. My money. You know where my money is. I'm going with the safe bet. Mm-hmm. Oh, mercy. All right. And I wanted to use this cheap, see-through-ish kind of deli, which I'm not convinced isn't going to fall apart, but we'll see. What did you use out in Arizona, Gayla? Oh, are you talking about the black silver ink? Okay. Oh, that comes close to a Hello Lover. Man, this stuff is thin. That's really sheer. And it really picked up a lot. You can see the little black, little amoeba shapes in there somewhere. I just saw one. Oh, right there. They're in there. You just got to look for them. But it picked up a lot of the crusty bits. I'm surprised. It's got a little crackle in it, too. Oh, not too bad. Oh, look. See the little crackly bits left there? The silver black. Yeah, I wonder what that would look like on here. Let's just do it. That's a lot of silver black that's dried and caked in there. I'll get a little fresh. Let's go back. Just a teeny tiny bit of this. Real sheer, minimal layer. Just something for the paint to stick to. You don't need to necessarily coat it. You just want to get it really thin because it'll just beat up on the jelly plate. We learned nothing tonight. That's what we've learned. I have no idea what it's going to. I don't think I've ever used this on a jelly plate, have I? So this is what we're talking about. Sure. Are you going to focus? There, Yasutomo. Silver black. So this has a mixing bowl in it, but you got to beat the, there you go. Hear it? That'll help. Hey, Jackie. Mermaid's Wake. Those were cool papers she sent me. Okay. It's still a little wet. Heat gun. Cool gun. There we go. Good enough. Alrighty. Get some of that black out there. Oh, I wonder how that would look with just that through some of the, if I make that into tape. Just an occasional black bit in there. It's kind of cool. Sometimes I surprise myself. I've used the eye-zinc paint on the plate. Which are you calling paint, Xandra? This stuff? The gel glaze? I don't have any of his paints. Hey, Tam. It's just a thin, sheer layer of Martha Stewart Champagne Gold to give the ink something to stick to. So I'm going to swirl this around while I pick it up because that mica settles pretty quickly. And let's just do, that's a big brush. I was going to do something a little smaller here. Not much smaller, but a little bit. Good enough. All right, this is the black silver ink. We shall see what happens. But look, what's interesting is this is cheap old newsprint, right? And watch what happens to that as it dries. See the silver? The black goes through the paper and it leaves that blue silvery streak. It's like magic. Magic, I tell you. I'll put some of that through here. See what happens. Oh, it's coming up like that even with the paint on it. Oh, I might have a new little washi tape kick here with this ink. See how that's just turning silver on there? How cool is that? Hall Monitor of the Year. Oh, good, Amal. You're working from home? That's good. I'm finishing my third week working from home because I was here 2 weeks with my foot healing from the surgery. And then now this week, we're working from home because of the virus. And I'm sure we will be for an undetermined amount of time. Now I wonder what I should pull this up with. Should I go with something like maybe this dark blue that that looks, it's got sprays all over it. That dark blue, in case the silver shows against the dark background, or if the black's going to show. Well, I got an idea. Let's just cheat. Flip her over and see what it's going to look like. Yeah, it's going to look just black, I think. You never know. So, all right, given that, I'm tapping because I'm stalling for time. I think I want to pick it up with. Maybe. Maybe the ice blue. So it's also something light. Let's just do it. Let's just flip and do it. This will be my ink blot piece. Let's just get some more of this sopped up where it's puddling a little bit. Schmutz it. Any more than it's gonna. I don't have any patience to let it dry. I wonder if that's going to come up silver on the deli. A little bit, I think. All right, good enough. Some of this is going to smear a little bit. It's because I have no patience. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me try to, oh no. See how that looks blue up here? I'll have to show you that when I'm able to pull all this up. But remember how I showed you, Xander, outside, how this looked in Arizona? How it almost looked like rainbowy? This piece in the light I'm looking at almost looks like that here. It's pretty cool stuff. Okay, ice blue. Here goes nothing. Let's do this on this Dixie wrap. See what happens. I probably should have, no. I say I probably should have done that on black, but I'm not sure. No, Tam's going through her morning hygiene routine. Her dance in the shower, powder her little toes, do the neck exercises. All right, this is either going to be or spectacular. Okay, here we go. Oh, what's on the plate's pretty cool. Oh, I think I can officially hello lover that one. It's very faint and ghostly. But look how the it's not really black. It's not really silver. It's a little mixture. That'd be a cool background. And see all those little cracks and creases in the paper? They are reflected on the plate. See them all on there? That look pretty cool. I wonder if I just got a little bit of this. Oh, there's probably not even enough on here, wet enough to do anything with. Oh, crap, I gotta get out more. Hey, Bunny. I'm just going to paint right on here. Ooh. And let it beat up like that. I can't do this sideways. Oops, say I can't do it sideways. I just said that, didn't I? I love that on the newsprint. Okay, less talking, more picking up. Oh, crap. You know what? I'm just going to pick it up over the ink blots and see what happens. Ah, that's what happens. Patty Tam was asking about Penny. She was on the stream Tuesday. Yeah, Penny popped in the other day. Yeah, she's ornery as ever. She said she's sending me her check and she's got a note in it for Oakley. She's a mess. This, I don't know what's going to happen here, but a big blob. Let's pick that up on here. Eh. Oh, but look what's left. The silver from that crusty circle. So, let's see. Oh, you know what? Wait, how did I do that? How did I do it? And where is it? I just had it sitting here. Yep, there you are. Let's try. Here's my kanji paper that, oh crap, that I just smeared, that Robin gave me, that I used and got that ink to like buckle up on it. Let's just take this and let's just make stripes across here. I probably should have put paint down again. Hello. Pay attention, Patty. This is another stream of what not to do. All right. Let's let that sit there a minute. I'm just playing around with this ink now. I like this ink. Oh, look at that. Over the black still, it's coming up with that blue color. Okay, now, how did I do that? Do you guys remember? I let that dry and then put more paint over it and picked it up on the... That's going to take a while to dry. I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's dry it a little bit. 8:30. I think I'm going to go after this one. That's going to take forever to dry. So let's not do that. Let's blot some. I'm thinking. Don't rush me. And I think, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to pick it up with this Blick Dark Blue. What about the English ink? What's it called? English ink. English ink. I don't know what you're talking about, Amalia. Yeah. The blue ink. Oh, the Woad. Woad. That's actually like a watercolor rather than an ink. It's a pan. Is that what you're talking about? It's French. But some people got it from England. Maybe that's where, if that's what you're thinking about, maybe that's where that came in. It's WOAD. This might be a total cluster or another little surprise. Let's see. Some of this ink's still wet, so it's going to mix in with the paint. And it's got that silver paint on the bottom. And the ice blue is a little bit on the bottom. So now I'm going to put this. Oh, so it's going to have to go over here. Oh, well, that's okay. Oh, that just made it more interesting. It's okay. It's okay. Don't anybody worry. All right. And I wanted to pull that up with, I don't know why, but let's try it. Is that going to be big enough that way? No. I'm just going to go this way. April and Z got some. What did you get? Oh, the Woad? Woad. Mine had a little carrier pigeon that came over from France. But Vicki Ross, she got some. I think they had the tubes. They might have been out of the tubes and the pans. But yeah, April, I think, ordered that for her and Z. It's all coming back to me now. It's going to take me quite a while to wash up tonight. Hey, Patty. Jelly plate. Didn't like any, so I just stencil them up. That's what you got to do. Just keep throwing layers on them. Some of the worst ones, when you add another, you know what I always used to do is I always called it a little pop of black. Take a stencil with a fine pattern or one with a bigger pattern if the background's really crappy, and then just go over it and pull a black print over top of it, and it pushes all that mess back a layer. And that can save it. And depending on the color, if your print's really dark, do a pop of white or silver. You'll be surprised. All right, let's see what we got. Maybe nothing. Pretty much nothing. But see the silver where it's smeared in there? Actually, it looks better on camera. Now that I see that angle with all that blue and stuff, it looks like little lightning bolts through it. Maybe that's an Instant Galaxy background. That's almost a Hello Lover now that I'm looking at it. Let the light shine on it. Sometimes when these dry a couple seconds and absorb in the paper the way they're going to land, they look pretty cool. Some don't mind that one. Okay, I'm going to try to pick this up. And hang on, let me use the rest of this little bit that's in here, if anything. I'm not trying to script, I'm just trying to make dry brush marks. And that are going to come up silver. And I can maybe use those in something one of these days. All right. Good enough for now. But I want to try to show you this. I don't know if it's going to show the way I see it here. There you go. See that silvery blue? See if I can get it close. There you go. And when we looked at this outside in Arizona, you could almost see a lot of colors in it. Like you almost get it there a little bit. Kind of dark. It's not reflecting the dust right there. And that's just that silver black ink on cheap newsprint. This is just newsprint that I use for underpaper. So, there you got it. This might make some crazy tape. You don't know what's going to happen. I love that ink. I gotta tell you. All right, kids. I'm going to call it. Mama's a little tired tonight. And I'll be back as much as I can while I'm working from home and have nothing else to do at night. Except for come and hang out. Now this is drying. See, that's the silver's coming up in that. This is the Dixie wrap. See, it's starting to come up there. Interesting. Oh yeah, you can really see it over here. It's funny how different that ink works on different papers. Not necessarily funny, haha, but you know what I mean. Unusual. All right. And here's this big, oh, there's my badass stencil lying on the floor. See, this one's drying more, and you can see some silver in that one. Right? Interesting. Oh, I wonder if I put some of that ink on something, maybe a paper palette, a little puddle, and got some of my brayer and rolled it on these, or like this one. I wonder what that would look like if this was all in that silver. The silver black stuff. Somebody's in charge. Gayla, I'm going to put you in charge of remembering that one. See how good your memory is. Mine officially sucks. But we knew that. All right, kids. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I'll see you soon. Good night. Thanks for hanging.